Well, it's Valentine's Day, and as you might guess, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Valentine's Day. Now, I was planning to make this video a while ago, then planned to make it this year after procrastinating to do so. But I've just lost motivation to do any videos, so now I'm forcing myself to finish this since Valentine's Day is today. But let me just explain this thing called teenage romance. Why the hell does every teenager want a girlfriend these days? Now I'm saying that because it's not like I met any girls that genuinely want a boyfriend at this age. Better yet, it's not like I met any girls, period. But I just mean that all boys want is a girlfriend. It's either because they want to look cool, or because they just want a relationship in general. And I just find it all so pointless. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate love in general. I bet it right now if you search up the definition of relationship, it has nothing to do with a boy and a girl. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use the word relationship to refer as a boy and girl kind of situation. I just mean that love is a strong thing, and can love your family members and friends, and that relationship, all of that, can build stronger over time. But when you're a teenager, it's all pointless. I could say the same thing with high school, but relationships there probably wouldn't be as weak since they have nothing better to do with their lives. Besides, everybody changes in high school. But for the sake, I'm leaving high school out of this. So, what I'm referring to is middle school relationships, maybe even elementary school relationships. Why? Because this generation is utterly retarded. I can't even go one goddamn day without somebody going, "Skibbity toilet Sigma Ohio Riz," and I'm actually sick of it. But I'll leave that for another video. In probably 5 months. So in my school, people are looking for relationships for some reason, and I don't know exactly why. Some just want to be cool, some just want to, well, I don't know, use them as a servant or something. That's a problem altogether, because it's ruining the point of a relationship. When somebody feels like they found their true love in teenage years, what do? They keep it as a secret away for a certain period of time to tell them, or take their shot. But swing and a miss, something in that same period of time happens, and that person he likes is taken and already in a relationship with somebody else. Then he goes home crying and starts throwing a goddamn tantrum saying, "It's not fair," and crying himself to sleep. Okay, maybe this is all just a metaphor, but I'm going off of what I've seen happen to other people I know. But do you really think that's fair? I think it's perfectly fair, because since he didn't do jack crap about it for that time, things didn't go his way, and that's his fault. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that in this case it leads to depression, because I feel like that's exaggerating too much, but it doesn't mean it's not true. Because I know some people that became depressed from either getting rejected, cheated on, or heartbroken because of their relationship. And it isn't just teenagers, so I don't know what I'm yapping about that. But even so, that's another problem. Teenage relationships just take too much responsibility. How is that possible? Because teenagers have the brain span of a goddamn chipmunk. The only thing they care about is the fewest things in life, like social media, popularity, and all that crap. But if all that takes like one brain cell to process, put that aside and you're in a relationship with somebody. What do you think is more important? You probably think the relationship, but boy are you wrong. This is the reason why this is also pointless at this age, but the responsibility you have at this age leaves you no time to be in relationships. This time is about making the most of your future, so you don't need someone to hog your back 24/7. This means less time to actually hang out with them because of how much you're doing, like school, your friends. It all takes all that time to spend with them, and that weakens your relationship. So how will you keep that relationship strong throughout the rest of your life? If you've already planned some kind of future with each other, and you're this distant from them a lot, then that's probably not a good sign that you'll both ever stay together, because this leads to another problem. Teenage relationships only last so long. Like I said, if you've planned some kind of future with them, and it somehow ends between the both, then it's all pointless for the future, because people find their true love later in life, because they have the time to build that relationship stronger. When you're a teenager, you get together with somebody, and there's way too much happening. Better yet, too much to worry about. You gotta worry about getting cheated on, or not spending enough time with them, or a certain event that will completely destroy your relationship. Because the main focus right now is doing good in school, graduating, and all that important stuff for college. Well, if you're not a bitch that drops out to do YouTube full time, like seriously guys, really? Why does half of this platform drop out to just do YouTube full time? Like, finish school, it's way better. Trust me. I mean, it's not like school's better in any way, but that's another story. I'll complain about that in another video. But what I mean is, you don't have time to be in a relationship with somebody, because there's a way better chance of taking that shot later in life, because all that does is carry you down. That relationship will either last you a couple of months, and then boom, you broke up with them, now you're having a mental crisis. And don't let that affect the rest of your life, because that's why it's also pointless. You can't make time to build a strong relationship at this age, because it shows you have nothing better to do. So if you're a teenager, don't think I'm telling you to not get in a relationship with anybody. I'm just saying it's pointless, because trust me, it won't last forever if you start this early. There's a good chance you have better things to do and what you want to do with your life, and then you can get a relationship, because that's what makes it stronger. I'm not saying later in life it requires less responsibility, but that's only if you make it that way. It really depends on who you think is fit for you. Because one thing to take away from this is that you don't plan a relationship. Love will just come naturally, and you'll get that feeling of joy when you feel like you found someone that will actually care for you, listen for you, and not be a spoiled TikToker. If you know what I mean. It all just depends on how strong you keep that relationship. Because if you could build that stronger, and actually have a future together, then I guess that's great. Because it means that you did it right, and actually kept a strong relationship. But it doesn't mean it's not pointless. Because it's not like I met anybody that's actually had a relationship with somebody throughout their teenage years all the way throughout their life. Only the slightest amount of the population did it right and kept it throughout their years. And if you think you like someone, but you're not ready to tell them, then do whatever you feel comfortable with. Because it doesn't matter if you like someone that doesn't like you back. The world's not gonna go start crumbling down on you, and it's not like you'll never get another opportunity to find someone else. I know it all feels weird because I'm a teenager saying all of this, so I won't be surprised if someone else starts proving me wrong. But hey, it's nothing to be ashamed of, especially if you're socially awkward. A lot of you guys prefer the phrase, people will like you for who you truly are. And as corny as it sounds, it's true. Acting like someone else does not change anything, and will probably make things worse. That's one thing to avoid in a relationship. But this video is about why teenage relationships are pointless, not the top 10 things to avoid in a relationship. But I will explain why Valentine's Day is important. It's a day to show your loved ones that you care about them, and that you actually love them back. It's not a day to find a relationship with anybody. Like seriously, why does everyone think that's what this day is for? I may not be the biggest fan of this day myself, because I always show my loved ones that I care about them. I don't need one lousy day to show it. If you ever consider those words, consider it correctly. And don't think it's never okay to find someone you truly love at any point in life. And don't think it's too late either, because everybody will find someone at one point. Well, I mean, not everybody, but you get the point. Even if that's all true, I still think teenage relationships are pointless, and nothing will ever change that personal opinion. But if you have any thoughts about my arguments, then comment down below, because once again, I'm still a teenager talking right now, so don't assume that I'm always correct. Just in case. But I think that's all I have to say for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Yeah.